Hello everyone, it's been a while since I've done an angel video and I thought it was high time I started talking about the angels again on this YouTube channel, especially because we're in a pretty strange and interesting time on our planet currently. And I think while angels aren't all just light and fluffy, they really are guides that can help us through even the most seemingly treacherous of situations. And so today, the angel I want to talk about is Archangel Azrael, because Azrael is known as the angel of death, but he's also the angel of transitions. And I say he, they don't have gender as such, although I do see Azrael as more of a masculine energy. And when it comes to angels, they can bring in different colors for you to work with, and this will be personal to you, although some angels are attributed to specific color rays or flames, which is a lot of the work that I do. I talk about the archangels and their angelic flames, and to me, Azrael comes in with a very, very deep green color. Almost like a bottle green or a deep emerald green, different to the green ray of Raphael, who's the angel of healing. But Azrael does bring deep healing, and this is why he works on this very, very deep green ray. There are other colors associated with him as well, but this is the color I want to work with today, because every single one of us on this planet at the moment is going through a transition of some kind. And whether you're looking at the news and you're looking at the global spectrum and the whole COVID-19 situation, we've all been in lockdown, and now we have things happening to do with race, and there's all kinds of discord and quarrels and riots and marches, and people actually almost being forced to turn within and ask what they really need, ask what they really want from life and who they really are. And what this is serving to do is just stirring up a lot of the hidden and the unseen and bringing it all to our conscious awareness. And we can't avoid anything anymore. Where we've maybe been avoiding or burying our heads in the sand, we just can't seem to do that anymore. And if you're sensitive like me, you might be finding that a little bit overwhelming, and you might be struggling. I know that I am very attuned to my emotions, and so can struggle emotionally quite a lot. I'm very good at kind of getting myself back into balance though, and one of the ways that I do that is by calling on the angels, and specifically the archangels. So we're going to ask Azrael to come in and help us today, and we're going to work with a little visualization for Archangel Azrael. So I'm just going to invite you to close your eyes and just think about the energy of uncertainty and where you're feeling uncertainty in your body, or where you're feeling uncertainty around a situation, perhaps in your own life, your personal life, or whether it's just the global uncertainty that we're all facing at the moment. And as I record this, we've just come through a big full moon eclipse, and it seems to have stirred up even more of that feeling of uncertainty. And uncertainty can oftentimes bring a feeling of insecurity, a feeling of perhaps not feeling 100% safe. So Azrael is coming in. I want you to just imagine a huge angel standing behind you, wearing deep green, almost bottle green robes. And I want you to imagine that he's wearing a hood. And a little bit like the vision of death, he carries a gold scythe here, and it's the Reaper energy here. So I want you to imagine that Azrael is placing his beautiful wings around you, and at the same time he's placing his reaping scythe out in front of you to reap away any obstacles in your path. And the reaping tool is actually used to harvest. It's about reaping the fields. And so Azrael is here to tell us that in whatever difficulty or obstacle we're facing, or wherever we're facing uncertainty, there's always a blessing. There's always something we're going to reap from the situation. We will always reap the rewards. So I want you to imagine that as he is moving his reaper through any obstacles in your path, around you, sweeping it around you, in front of you, behind you, above you, below you, you're now being showered in a beautiful golden light. Just feel that beautiful golden light coming down through you Imagine your heart opening like a beautiful golden wheel, almost like you've got a headlight like you would find on a motorcycle. And this golden wheel of light, it starts shining out through your life, all around you, into your future, lighting up the path before you. So anywhere you've been feeling fear around the uncertainty and the unknown, you can now start to trust that whatever is in your path that you're meant to see, you will see. It will be illuminated for you, and Azrael is there to help guide you through everything step by step. So we're going to start to just draw our focus back in, and instead of looking at this big global picture and all the weirdness that's going on and even the things in our own lives, instead of looking at the whole picture, I want you to draw your focus back in, really bring it into the present moment, and then just start to look at the situation on a minute by minute, day by day basis, so that you just are taking little steps towards your goal of getting through whatever it is you're facing, because timelines are so changeable at the moment. Everything can change on a dime, in a second. And so when we look at the bigger picture, we might think, oh God, we're heading towards that. But as we know, those timelines can shift in a moment, and we might find that we start heading down a completely different track or in a completely different direction in, as little as a day, a minute, a second, a moment. And this is why Azrael is here to help us through these transitions, so that we can more follow what our heart wants us to do in every moment, rather than overthinking it, rather than getting carried away with the doom and gloom or the fear. And it's as though we're crossing a great bridge. Perhaps it looks like a bridge over an abyss, or something quite frightening to you. And maybe the bridge looks a bit narrow or scary. But with Azrael here, when his wings to lift you, you'll make it across that bridge, across that transition and that divide in no time. So we're just going to ask Azrael now to place his beautiful deep green cloak of protection around you, to keep you nice and safe and to shield you and help you to feel secure in whatever transitions or changes you're going through. Now obviously, Azrael, as the angel of death, also helps people pass to the other side after they've passed. So we're going to add in a little prayer here, just to pray for anyone who has lost loved ones during this pandemic, and anyone who has passed over, that Azrael guide them safely to the other side. He, when you call on him, can also bring you messages from your loved ones on the other side. So I, from my own personal perspective, and sorry, I'm going to get a bit emotional, I found it very humbling, this whole situation that we've been in. And, I think the word is humility, to see people struggling like this on such a global scale. We really cannot turn a blind eye now to the plight of what's happening with people in the world. We have to understand now that in many ways we are all connected. We're all part of the one whole, and what affects the one affects us all. So we're all in this together. And what I would say is, try to come out of judgment and just hold love and compassion and forgiveness in your heart for whatever is going on, for whatever's happening, because everybody is scared. Pretty much everyone on this planet right now is feeling some form of uncertainty, insecurity, or fear about their future. So try to have compassion for everybody around you. I know there are a lot of opinions flying around at the moment, and what we're kind of being asked to do is pick a side right now. But I, for one, am sitting in a place of love for all and neutrality and non-judgment. And I think that's the place we're going to heal from, if we just come out of the anger and the aggression and sit in love and trust. We can do much more for ourselves and for each other. Just come back into that still point within, come back to love. And that's the energy that's going to get us across this transition in the most peaceful, beautiful way. And finally, always trust. Always just hold trust in your heart for the highest and best outcome, no matter what the situation, no matter what it looks like on paper and in the physical world. Just hold faith, hold trust, hand it over to Azrael and to the angels and to the divine, and just ask, please bring us the highest, best, most peaceful, beautiful outcome for the benefit of all. So thank you so much for watching. I just want to wish you all so much love, and I in a weird way I think I feel you. I feel a lot, and I just know that we're going to get through this, and I hope that we're going to get through this with love in our hearts. And we're heading towards a whole new world. It's not going to go back to normal. It's not going to go back to the way that it was before. So I, for one, am trying to remain hopeful. And with that, I wish you all so much love. And thank you to Azrael for being with us today. Mwah.